the sky-high tower of 2. In the middle of the bright green grass meadow, Aris sat with a pile of shiny blue blocks. He hummed a little tune as he stacked them one by one. "I am going to build a tower that reaches all the way to the fluffy white clouds," Aris said to a passing butterfly. He felt very proud of his tall blue mountain. Not far away, on the other side of a tiny, bubbling stream, Soren was working hard too. He had a collection of sturdy yellow blocks. He wasn't building up, he was building across. "A bridge needs to be strong," Soren whispered to himself, carefully lining up his blocks in a long, straight row. Aris reached high to add his very last blue block. But as he stood on his tiptoes, his hand shook just a little bit. Wobble, wobble, crash! The blue blocks tumbled down and rolled all over the grass. Aris slumped his shoulders. "Oh no," he sighed. "It is too hard to reach the clouds all by myself." Soren heard the noise and looked up from his bridge. He picked up one of his wide yellow blocks and walked over to the stream. "Hi there," Soren called out with a friendly wave. "I'm Soren. I saw your tower fall. Do you want some help? My blocks are very wide and heavy." Aris looked up and saw Soren's kind face. "I'm Aris," he said, wiping a bit of dust from his knee. "Your blocks look very strong, Soren. But how will you get them over here? The stream is in the way." Aris walked down to the water's edge to meet his new neighbor. "That's easy," Soren said. He placed his longest yellow blocks across the water, making a perfect little bridge. He walked across and sat down next to Aris. "If we use my yellow blocks for a wide base," Soren explained, "your blue blocks will have a steady place to stand." Aris's eyes lit up. "Let's try it." They worked together like a team. Soren laid the heavy yellow blocks in a big square on the ground. Then Aris carefully stacked the blue blocks on top of them. "Higher, higher!" They cheered together. The tower grew taller and taller, and because of the yellow base, it didn't wobble at all. Suddenly, a big fuzzy bumblebee flew by. The wind from its wings made the very top block shake. "Oh, hold it!" Aris cried out. Aris reached out to steady the left side, and Soren quickly reached out to hold the right side. Together, they kept the tower perfectly still until the bee buzzed away. With one final stretch, Aris placed the very last block on top. The tower was finished. It was taller than Aris, taller than Soren, and it glowed brightly in the sun. "We did it!" Soren shouted, jumping up and down. Aris gave him a big high five. "I couldn't have reached the clouds without you, Soren." The two new friends sat down in the grass to share some apple slices. They looked up at their beautiful tower, and then at each other. "Building is fun," Aris said. "But building with a friend is the best thing ever," Soren agreed.